Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So I want to know from you if my mic is working and if the setup is working. Yesterday there was a horrible echo throughout the whole live cast that I was doing, and there was nothing I could do about it. So today I hope I fixed my internet connection. So I want to know from you, can you hear and see me, and is it very laggy or is it working? So in today's video, we are going to talk about why this Tesla earnings is the stupidest Tesla earnings in a very, very long time. And I realized this by wanting to make a presentation for you guys, what I'm looking forward to in these Tesla earnings. And then I was looking at the data and I was like, why? This is the stupidest earnings. And if you're a long-term investor, you can completely skip these earnings and they don't mean anything. And this might sound a little bit funny, but I thought that I lay out this information for you. So I want to know from you, can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it laggy like yesterday? Yesterday's live was a bit of a catastrophe. And if you can hear and see me, please let me know by sending a comment, which I might be able to see, might not. I'm a bit new to this live on YouTube, but I'm practicing. And the reason why I'm doing it is because this table that is behind me, that you can see there, is my workspace, and my wife nagged me for a super long time to oil it and make something nice with it because the protection was lost on it. Awesome. I got the first comment. Rui Costa, you can hear me. Very, very good. So the point is, I had to oil this table and it has to dry, and I can't work on it, and I don't have my usual setup. So I decided that for a few days I'm going to do these live videos because it's much easier for me and I don't need to edit and prepare the same way. So back to the topic. Tesla earnings. This Q1 earnings is the stupidest earnings in a very, very, very long time. And why is that? Is because, sometimes the market and everybody on the market focuses on something that is actually meaningless in the long term. And right now the market is super focused on Tesla sales and Tesla gross margins. And it 100% doesn't matter. And why does it not matter? It's because Tesla told us on the investor days where their cost of producing a car is going, and they are aiming at reaching a 50% reduction in producing a car, right? So we know that the car gross margin is going to go way up, and whatever they're reporting this quarter is not what is going to be coming in the future in a few years, and therefore it 100% doesn't matter. There is going to be a few things that matter in this earnings call, but obviously those are not the ones that the market is paying attention to. So we have been flooded with a lot of communication about, for example, Gary Black. I can show you a tweet that he put up. And basically every day I go on Twitter and I see that he's trying to convince Elon Musk and Tesla and all the internet that Tesla needs to advertise because they're not selling. But it's very, very misleading. For example, he posted this chart showing that the deliveries went up to even 100 and some percent per quarter. These are year over year comparisons of different quarters. And you can see it's steadily going down, and now it's at 30%, and therefore Tesla needs to advertise to change this trend. But what everybody seems to misunderstand, and even this guy seems to misunderstand, that producing a car is really, really hard. And this thing that the Tesla production is going down is simply a function of the factories ramping. So it's not like they didn't have sales and then they scaled back the factory growth, and this is why this slowed down. It's simply that there was no more factories to ramp. Here, they went from 4 months to scaling both Shanghai and this is the result, right? And then they started adding in Giga Berlin and what do you call it, and Austin, and this is the scaling that you see here. And now these factories are soon at capacity, and therefore you don't see this mad scaling. And guess what? To double from here, Tesla would need to open 4 factories at the same time, so that they can ramp up the production, and that would not get in any way, shape, or form handled by more advertising. It's kind of idiotic to think this. So I think that this is very, very misleading. The second thing is, it's very clear by Elon Musk and the Tesla team that we are in a very temporary economic downturn that is going to go over. I mean, I think you and me can agree that the economy goes good sometimes it goes bad, and nothing lasts forever. We have been in this bear market for way longer than the average length of a bear market. And Musk was very specific on an interview that he gave, that he thinks that the good strategy in this, for many reasons, is to just sell the shit out of cars. So he was even saying that even if Tesla doesn't make any money selling cars, he's not going to pull back on the volume. He will just lower the prices. And he has very good reasons to do this, right? He is killing the competition. He is getting the cars into more customer hands, and he is selling software. And this software, the FSD, comes at 100% margin. So it's kind of misleading because the software went from $5,000 to costing $15,000. And then he decreases the price of the car by $5,000, which opens the market to way more people to buy a $15,000 software to the car, right? And the closer FSD is to release, and the better it is, the more and more people convert to buying it. And the more and more people are using it, Tesla gets more and more data, and it can develop it faster and faster. So getting more information for AI, exactly. That's what this game is about. So Elon Musk is playing the long game, and I promise you, whatever numbers, whatever car gross margins they produce this quarter, it doesn't matter a single bit. You could 100% skip this earnings call, and you would be all right as a long-term investor. These things are only meaningful if you're trying to guess what the stock is going to do in the next 3 to 6 months. And I think that that's impossible. And I think you would do much better with your time if you would invest into trying to just increase your income so you have more money that you can invest into stocks, and then just hold the stocks for a very, very long time. And trust me, you will do better. Yes. So, but what is the important things in this earnings call? It is, how is FSD doing? When is it coming? It is, how is energy doing? Because energy is the sleeping giant of Tesla. It has been very stagnant, but lately it started scaling. And if this trend continues, it will actually make it so that Tesla will be less of a car company, quote unquote, and it will be more of a green energy company. And actually that has a very real earnings potential. I mean, they are just now opening this new factory in Shanghai, and we need data on this, right? So the Tesla energy is one very good thing. The FSD, as I mentioned before, we need to keep a super eye on it, how it's going, what is the predictions on that, and how is the new production plant where they're trying to reach the 50% cost reduction, how is that one going? What is the timeline there? This was not really clear on Investor Day, but you could just watch this 3 data. It would probably take you 5 minutes, and then you can turn off the rest of the investment call. And the only good thing that can come out of this earnings call, honestly, is that they say something that pisses off investors and the stock completely gets pummeled. And then long-term investors like you and me can come in and buy an amazing company for a fantastic price for the long term, because people are looking at idiotic things that only matter in the short term, and then they go panic selling because I don't know what. So this is what I thought to tell you in today's video. If you have any questions, I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if anybody has anything and if I can answer it. And other than that, I hope that you're subscribed to the channel. I really enjoy doing these videos. And we learn on the stock market every day. And by the way, that is my purpose. I know that I'm not like a stock analyst or don't come from a stock analyst background, but I do study every day new things. And I think that if I really put in the work every day and grind at this, I'm going to be super good at analyzing stocks. And I want to grow this channel in a direction that I go super nerdy in 10, 15 stocks that is like Tesla, Palantir. I'm probably going to look into SoFi, Enphase. I really like. Maybe Amazon is coming, and all my videos are going to be on this 10, 15 stocks constantly, and I'm going to know everything about these stocks, and of course let you guys know and help you guys in your research, because I hate to give investment advice, but I love helping people, give them new ideas, give them new viewpoints on their own research, and point them to different things that they can research. So that is the future of this channel, but it's a very, very long-term plan. And basically I'm here grinding, getting better every day, learning new things about the stock market every day, and trying to have fun and make some money. So thank you so much for watching. I don't see any more questions coming in at this point. So tomorrow is a very exciting day because so many things are happening, but don't watch the earnings call. If you watch the earnings call, then just know what to look out for. So I'm gonna go now to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow in the normal setup, and yeah, do well and see you tomorrow.